Alright, everybody. I am Evan from Strictly Awesome Gaming, as you all know, and I am back. Oh, damn it. Okay, I am back with more Jade Empire. Let me load, and maybe I can fix it. Because I forgot when I started, because I'm in Chapter 3 right now. Yeah. Oh, okay, sweet. Didn't do that. Alright. So, I am in Chapter 3, and I'm in the Imperial City, and there is plenty of side quests here.
What do you want?
What are your thoughts on our current situation?
The city has everything you could ever want. Fighting, money, wine, and something else that people like, but I can't quite remember what it is.
I love Black Whirlwind.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come to me once I've had a few bowls of wine. Let's get something to wet our tongue. Women! That's the one I forgot. I must be getting sober if I forget. What?
Whatever. Oh, damn. I can talk to everybody. Alright. Screw it. Let's talk to Sagacious. Let's talk to Sagacious.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
What do you think about our current situation?
I think it's unwise to trust the Emperor's daughter. She acts without regard for her station, but she is a slave to it like we all are. What other truths might she have missed? She may have good information for you, but I suspect she has her own agenda. Be careful.
Okay. If it suits me. I want to talk about what Inquisitor Lim said about you.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
Must be difficult to regret the deaths of so many.
I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
Why did you leave the Assassins?
There is a place for the Enforcer. The man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
I see nothing what they do that would scare off a killer like you. Death's hand will fall like any other, you will see.
You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Your master will be waiting. Goodbye.
Okay, time to talk to everybody. Oh. I believe Silk Fox gave me something too. Silk Fox is in fact Princess Sulian, the Heavenly Lily, the daughter of Emperor Sun Hai, and heir to the throne of the Jade Empire. She seems to have developed a personal interest in you, although she is clearly adept at manipulating others to further her own goals. It may be a challenge to get along with such a strong-willed individual. Yeah, support none. And...
Oh, yeah. Excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Ooh, damn. A vial of sulfurous water. The yellow tinged water in this vial has a strong stench, similar to that of a rotten egg. Oh, nice. I should probably sell some stuff. Imperial favor. Ooh, nice. sell that one. All the ones. Ooh, the ultimate scholar gem. God damn. Sell that. Charm gem. Gem of gentle mind. The soft petal. I'll probably sell the gem of gentle persuasion. I see no use for it. Okay. Something tells me I'm gonna need something like this. Ah, damn. What else do I have to sell? It's not really that much. Yeah, I don't have anything else to sell. I could always buy something later. And... okay. Alright, let's talk to the rest of the party while I'm here.
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
I thought you'd be happy.
I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home, I am free. Until she returns, of course.
What are your thoughts on our situation?
We made it this far. How hard can it be from here? From what I've seen, you're more than capable of handling anything we're likely to encounter.
Tell me about your life before you were
As
captured.
I mentioned, I am but a simple bun master, with a dear wife who has turned my life into a miserable cesspool devoid of humor and excitement. Bless her soul. My wife ensures that I work very hard every day to become the best bun master in the Imperial City, perhaps the best in all the Empire. Though I was one of the most respected fighters in the Empire before I met my precious bride, she made sure that I became something more, or less.
Why doesn't she like you fighting?
As I mentioned before, my style requires that I drink. She detests drinking, though there are things she detests even more, like talk of us separating. My loving wife would knead me into several small dumplings and boil me in hot oil if she suspected I was even speaking to you about leaving her.
Damn.
Life is not all bad, though. I may have lost all my dignity and self-respect, along with my ability to fight or even make a tight fist. But I am a bun master of some renown.
When we get you home, I'll speak with your
I
wife.
would sooner return to the cannibals and offer them what little flesh is left on my bones. But let's
Damn.
not discuss such things, if you don't mind.
Why'd you marry your wife if she's so difficult?
Like many things in my life, it can be traced back to very bad luck on my part. As I mentioned once before, I was a master of the drunken master style. I was the tournament champion in Phoenix Gate when things spun out of control. My need for wine took its toll on my body. There are long periods I don't even remember.
Damn.
After one such period, I came to, having lost most of my clothes and all my money. I was destitute, and without the ability to buy more wine, I couldn't even fight.
Wine is a dangerous companion.
Eventually, I found work cleaning out creature cages at the local arena. One day, I was approached by a man who remembered seeing me fight. He offered to sponsor me. Just like that, I was back in the ring. After climbing my way back to the top of the tournament, my sponsor told me it was time to fulfill my end of the bargain.
Yes, there's always a catch, isn't
Apparently,
there?
the agreement stipulated that I must marry his niece. If only I had read the agreement more closely, I could still be shoveling dirt in the creature cages. Alas, fate had a crueler path in mind for me. Let that be a lesson for you. Always read the fine print, or you may end up with more than you bargained for.
Yeah, that's usually important. Why'd you become a bun master if you're a master
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions. As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends. or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable.
And you became a bun master?
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Poor Hal, you're whipped, my
I
friend.
spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bun master, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
Thanks, that's all
As you
for now.
say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
Alright, let's talk to Dawnstar.
Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately.
Of course. I have time to speak with you now, Dawnstar. What did you wish?
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever.
I'm glad you're with me. We're a long way from home.
That's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because our home is gone. I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the one out of place now.
Then my home will be where you are, and you can say the same for me.
I would like that. To know you will be there no matter what. I've never had that stability. At least not before joining the school. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions?
People fear what they don't understand.
I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that go. It will not be easy. But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. I very much appreciate your support. We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here has only just begun. The Imperial City.
Yeah, okay.
Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this.
I'm not really gonna talk to Sky, to be honest. I feel like I've spent the first, couple minutes talking, so I'm just gonna continue on. By the
What a
Outcry.
wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcry, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself.
Do you know anything
There's
happening in
almost
the city?
always something happening in the city. There's Captain Sam, of course, standing guard at the gates out of the city. Word has it the captain has some bounties.
Oh, nice.
Rich rewards for those who can track down some wanted criminals.
Always nice. Anything
You
else?
must know about the Imperial Arena. Kui, the promoter, is always looking for skilled fighters to participate in his matches. It's this huge building right here.
Oh, nice. What else?
There's word from the Scholars' Garden that some strange outlander has taken up residence there, causing quite the ruckus, as barbarians typically do.
Interesting
There's a
to know you
rumor
have-
floating around that the Black Leopard School has been having some difficulties recently. Feuding masters, that sort of thing. The Black Leopard School lies across the walkway and up the grassy path, if you're curious.
Any other
Word
word?
has it there's going to be a new play happening sometime soon in the Golden Way district, over at the large pagoda on the left side of the road.
Nice.
It might not be ready to start yet, but it's certainly worth keeping an eye out for. That's all I...
Alright.
Up.
I honestly think I'm gonna do the arena, just for the fact is the arena is...
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description.
The Scourge of the South.
Keep an eye out for a bare-chested wild man with hair covering his back and arms. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Scourge of the South.
Of course,
Is that
it's
the
Black
best they can
Whirlwind.
come up with? They missed your looks too.
I honestly thought it was the Black Whirlwind.
The Scourge of the South. Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
Of course.
Where are those mercenaries?
Captain Sen.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
I might be for the right price. You assume I'm a common
Come
person.
now, you have the look of a warrior about you, and there's nothing common about that. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
What criminals do you help
Criminals
with?
with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
Of course, I'm always looking into it.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
It's a shame, but the army gave up trying to arrest me years ago. Too many casualties? Guess I should have sent home more missing limbs than missing heads.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
Alright. It's too good for standard rates. Offer me something better.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
Charm. Sure this money doesn't come out of your pocket. The Emperor won't miss a few extra
I
coins.
do enjoy going through this dance with each new contract. Easy point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony.
At that price, I'm happy to
A
help.
wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukon. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis.
Okay.
Creative Yukon has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukon bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena.
Oh. Let's hear about the details surrounding Creative
Yukon
Yukon.
fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a
Hey,
powerful
nothing.
man in the Ministry of Harmony.
Hello there.
Yukon is a
General
master
Kenobi.
of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there.
Okay. What could she tell
She
me?
knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukon could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento
Everyone
is
keeps
the
on
only
saying
lead
that.
we have.
Who doesn't? Let me hear about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she'd escaped to the necropolis.
Was nothing done to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
At least he's honest about it. Could I see the
The
scene of
gates
the
between
crime?
here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Okay.
Right you are.
I should
Remember
go.
to keep an eye out for
anyone suspicious. Alright. Well, I did say that I was
The
going...
Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits.
The only
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
in the Imperial City is deciding where to spend your silver first.
Yeah, and that's always a good, that's always a good problem to have. To the Golden Way. Alright. There's just a regular guard. Boy, girl, commoner. Junda.
Excuse me, out of my way. I gotta get these buns from the Scholars Garden quick. Now,
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting cock sometimes.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my strutting at one time, woman.
Shush now. You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk.
Yeah, that's
Now
one of the
then,
places.
After all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
Fresh buns. I'd buy a bun if I could cram it down your yapping maw. Whoa! 2018 for 7 hours. Oh, you enjoying it?
Talk. That's all people want to do. I don't get paid to talk. I sell buns. That's what I do.
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is when you're eating one of my buns. Now be polite and answer some questions.
Thank you. Who are you two? What are you doing
We're
here?
members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
Junda, could you try to be civil? Just this once? This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells.
Oh, nice. My brother got all of the achievements.
Go then. I have buns to sell, and it doesn't look like you're buying.
Don't mind him. He just takes a while to get used to. Much like an ache in the bones if it lasts long enough. Eventually, you learn to ignore it. Good day to you.
Yeah, I really need to do a run of God of War 2018 on Give Me God of War mode. I haven't done it yet, and it kind of, I'll openly admit it's kind of annoyed me. Because I have it on PC, and I have it on PlayStation 4. Let's see, where's the map? Map. To the Black Leopard School. To the Imperial Arena, that's where I'm looking for. Only problem I've ever had with this game is honestly a lot of the maps of the cities are pretty small. But then again, you know, technology limitations. The hardest ones are the Ravens and collect all artifacts. Yeah.
I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly,
Damn, man.
You needed something for to witness one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
Unfinished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
What just happened?
Couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial Arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it.
Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Yeah, that's always convenient.
If this place is still looking to collect what I owe them, there could be trouble.
You look like a strong fellow. Probably need a few bowls to put you under a table, which is good. Not many people stopping by recently. How could this tavern be slow with the arena in the same building? Oh, I couldn't really speak to that. No, I'm not one to pay attention to the comings and goings of the arena. Have something to drink or just here to chat? What do you have to drink? Yeah, that could be tricky. Indeed, the gentleman with you has already gotten a head start on things. I'm afraid he's already running a tab under your name. Runs in here more often than the hourglass turns. I can't extend credit to you as well. You're saying I can't drink because someone else is drinking for me? Exactly. It would wreak havoc on my books if I allowed two people to drink off the same account. The Ministry of Harmony would shut this place down.
They'd have to bring a hell of a lot of men.
Yeah, they would. I'm certain you understand. Even if not, there's little I can do now. Is there something else I can help you with? Of course. If you ever do, I'll be here. Well, I can't drink, thanks to fucking Black Whirlwind over here, so... Oh, that's a waitress. Zebo, Gambler Doshin. Let's see, where's the promoter? Spectator, Gentle Breezes. Iron Soldier, Hapless Han. Ah, yep. That's where the promoter is.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem. But enough. Find a solution and leave me alone.
Clearly knows nothing about running a business.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood?
Well, from what it looked like, he was threatening
you up and spit you out. Or so I'm told. The drinks are the best of the Empire, though.
Come with me a moment and we'll engage in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
Looks like I just got a job by being the,
This
right person, right time.
An excellent day. Most ostentatious indeed.
Ostentatious. Don't you mean auspicious?
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
It's because you make shit up. That's why. Of course, silly of me to bring it up. What were you saying?
Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
You size me up like market day livestock.
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
Alright, what are the rules of the arena?
Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings.
Nice.
In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place.
Nice.
You'll start low and advance on my say-so. but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place.
You mean
You'll
excel?
not languish in the qualifiers for long.
Okay, let's
That's
join the
the
arena.
spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travel?
I am a gracious prevaricator, a respected scholar, and the grower of pipeweed. I'm shocked you haven't heard of me. I'm called Evan the Panda King.
Right, a fine name indeed. But it won't sell, not at all. We need something more memorable for the crowds. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
I want to be called the Raging Dragon.
Raging Dragon, huh? Sounds fast and powerful. I like it. Are you positive that's what you want?
Hell yeah.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
That's all I need
One
to
other
know.
thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big, happy idiot, hon.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
I'll tell you about my first
For your
fight.
first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow.
Damn.
I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
Of course. Yes, please
I like to
explain
keep
these
things simple
procedures.
and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course.
Okay, let me put this in my phone. Let
Various
me write this down.
enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly.
Okay.
But they're no
Fights,
less real.
not deadly.
You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up.
Okay, keep
Are you ready to-
defenses up. All right.
Excellent. Follow me, and we'll
let's
get you
go.
ready for your next match.
Yeah, sounds like me when I first started boxing. Drop your hands, and my trainer would hit you with the good.
warrior does battle
good right
with
hook.
the beast.
Yeah, good. Bam! That's easy.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally, I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask.
Yeah, clearly.
One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay, what's the next
Since you
fight?
held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll
Bring 'em
wow
on.
the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and bet. Are you?
Let's do it.
Excellent.
4 students test their skills against 1 master.
All right.
Toad Demon 4.
Toad Demon. That was pretty quick.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts.
Alright, what's the next
Crowd's
fight?
starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it.
Discombobulate
quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless harm. Are you ready? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready.
Okay, I'm basically fighting a fucking statue. I don't know how entertaining
Unyielding
this will be.
stone meets the press of time.
This is like Street Fighter fighting the car.
Long sword.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you.
Alright.
I think you're ready to face hapless harm. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore.
Perfect.
Are you ready? Excellent.
Alright, hapless home.
A chance to leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Hand.
So is that I ever gonna heal or?
White demon.
That was a little too easy, but then again, you know, White Demon is pretty strong.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good.
Tell me more about Kailan the Serpent.
He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is the next champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone.
Yeah, that's sometimes how it is.
He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
What do you let Lucky Cho push you around,
Lucky
Quinn?
Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace.
Nice. Enough about what Lucky Cho said. Can you tell me more about the
Guild? The
Guild?
Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact.
Okay.
Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity.
Yeah, when one great falls,
Do
two other
not
people
discuss
rise.
them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone.
Yep. I'll be careful who I talk to.
A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighter.
Well done. That fight was much better than this wine. With all the new water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Queen. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next man.
Hold on, Kui. How do you know Black
I
Whirlwind?
know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it.
Fair enough.
You should talk to the other fighters here. They've been watching you and are getting nervous.
Okay. I can't fight now?
It's just a matter of preparing the proper documents. Why don't you kill the time by making your way out into the city? See the sights. Maybe visit the Golden Way or the Scholar's Garden. Actually, that reminds me. A woman was here watching your fight against Hapless Han, dressed all in black and veiled. She seemed impressed with your preference. Just before she left, she told me to tell my new fighter that she was still waiting to see you. She said you'd know where. Sounds like quite the invitation.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to Hapless Han. I did just beat
Boy,
him.
that sure was something. Well, I wouldn't have wanted to be me out there, except that I was. But I learned so much from facing you. Next time I should try some of that fancy stuff you do. I'm not exactly sure how you did it, though.
Pay attention when you fight, make the enemy's moves your own.
You know, that's a good idea. I tend to focus on myself more than others. Perhaps I can learn some new tricks. Thanks for the encouragement.
You're ridiculous. Your ridiculous good mood grates out. No, I like him. Tell me about the people who fight.
You're already past me. Now that you're a real fighter, the others will likely open up about themselves if you ask. I know a little about Soldier, if you want to hear my take on him. But we could also talk about Kana, if you're curious.
Why don't you tell me about yourself, Han?
My father is a smith of great renown, and he always wanted me to follow in his footsteps, but I couldn't. My blades would be brittle, and even simple ironwork would be clunky. Eventually, I had to leave home.
Why'd you have to leave?
My father is no longer my father. More precisely, I'm no longer a son in his eyes. I wasn't sure what to do after being cast from my home, but coming east to the city made sense.
Where'd you learn to fight?
I was never properly trained. I've learned what I have from watching the fights here, practicing hard and staying focused. That's my story. One day I'll make it here, and my father will have to be proud of me. This is my chance to be someone great, and I'm sticking to it.
Tell me about
He's one of the most experienced fighters here, but he's hardly a mentor. He's boastful, insulting, and a general pain. The fans love to hate him, though. He is an exceptional fighter. Years of military training will do that to you. He's currently the champion of Silver Division, which tells you something about his skills. That's all I can think of regarding Soldier. He keeps to himself most of the time.
You two sound like a pair of old crones talking about their neighbors. Everything you need to know about me is right over here.
Okay, why don't you tell me about
My father's...
Oh, yeah. How'd you end up in the arena?
My father... I would... That...
Tell me about Crimson Kana.
I really respect Kana. She's undefeated, did you know? Made it all the way to Bronze Division champion without a loss. I know she's from the prosperous East, but for an Easterner, she's very reserved. Easily the most disciplined of us all. She's going to teach her style to the first person who can best her in the arena.
Ooh.
People have been really excited about that because her sword is so deadly.
Okay, that's all I need
It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Pretty Lily. I hate the constant push of the crowds, don't you? At least I'll be gone from here soon. That's why I cheer for Iron Soldier. He sneers at the crowds, the fighters, even the system, and none of them can defeat him. If you want to talk about the arena, you should talk to Soldier, not me. I try to stay clear of the other fighters. Off you go, Soldier and I have things to discuss.
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though. So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you. Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same. You ground the hapless one beneath your feet like everyone else does, huh? Han's pathetic for wasting time on the hopefuls, if you ask me. Then again, watching Han stumble to Dr. Han every time he tries to handle the real Bronze Division fights is one of the most entertaining things about this place.
Man. Are you always this belligerent?
Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me.
Yeah, Apples Han's trying his
There's
best.
some people who call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools.
Tell me more about the low path.
Talking about the low path is an attempt to deride the philosophy of those of us who see the truth. There's no real altruists in this world. Just people who explain their actions with reasons that are easily palatable to the masses. I refuse to kowtow to those kind of lies.
That's coming from
I'm
me.
a warrior. People either challenge me and grow stronger, or run away like weaklings.
That philosophy can't earn you many friends.
Like I care. It's in my nature to rail against simpering fools. And by being true to the discord I cause, I'm made that much stronger. That's all there is to it. I'm not here to hash this over with you. If you want that, go bother the scholars or one of those saps in the Black Leopard School on the hill. Good.
We'll talk to you later. Alright. Gentle breezes. Lady Rento.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Hold on, you're a raging dragon, aren't you? I've heard all about you. It's a pleasure. I'm Lady Rento.
I'm here to talk about creative Yukon.
Oh, poor Yukon. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Why is Yukon wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
How much did you give this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukon. That young man doesn't deserve this.
Do you have any idea where I can find creative
I
Yukon?
would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukon was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukon is going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
I should let you get back to what you were doing.
If you happen to find creative Yukon, do go easy on him, would you? The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Alright. Vanguard. Patron. Tavern Keeper, Arena Guard. Oh, what's over here? Ooh, bamboo cask. Always gotta take everything that's not nailed down. Oh, sweet. 5 silver. I'm rich.
As long as we stay busy, I stay employed. Can't beat that.
Cannibal Cookbook Volume 1. Valued customer, while we appreciate your business, the staff of the Heart of the Empire politely request that you keep your nose out of ours. To ensure that you will no longer wish to pry into our recipes, please enjoy this excerpt recently unearthed in the South. Legs of lamb. The hearty meal was first discovered after Lamb the Hunter, stumbled upon our community. For 5 to 10 people, use just one leg. The other can be pickled for later or roasted slowly and smoked to preserve it. For larger groups, use both legs of an adult male or female. Boil the legs in a large pot for 2 hours with with the following ingredients: 20 gallons of fresh water, 3 tablespoons of salt, half a cup of rosemary, 3 cups of spiced wine. Summer wine is best if you can get it. 3 bags of onions, 4 whole garlic cloves, and a dash of ginger. When the legs have about half an hour left, add some skinned potatoes and leeks. Can be served on the bone or in steaks. That actually sounds really effing good. I've only ever had lamb once, and I didn't enjoy it, but it's one of those things where maybe it's just the way it was prepared.
If you're here to play, talk to Dowshin.
Alright.
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck. It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it? Gambler Dowshin's the name. I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I? Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back.
What's the nature of the
A
game?
simple enough game called high-low. You predict how you'll roll against my toss and double your coin if you're right. You'll catch on easily enough, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, let's roll the dice and try.
That's what I was waiting to hear. So what'll it be? Will your roll be higher or lower than mine?
I bet I'll roll higher.
High it is.
Let's go with 5 silvers.
Let's see how they fall.
$8.
Even. House takes the pot on an even bust, my friend. What say we...
That's enough for now.
You take care of yourself and...
Yeah, -5. That's fine. Okay, who's Gentle Breezes?
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldiers stand at attention.
Who are you?
My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang.
Judge Fang?
Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well.
Jesus Christ, who is Judge Fang?
Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights.
Oh.
The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night.
You don't like Fang much, do you?
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Why do you work for
I've
him?
thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from.
Ugh.
He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've already asked her everything.
Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Where is Judge Fang? Let me see if I can talk to him.
Saw you out there in the ring. You got real potential. Even Fang was impressed. But that doesn't mean he wants you blocking his view, so back up. He comes here to watch the fights, not talk to the fighter. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict horrible, bloody carnage on someone in the ring.
Sounds like one sick and twisted man.
I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level.
So I've heard.
I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire.
God.
But he pays well. Very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes.
Gotta speak to Judge
Not
Fang.
without an appointment. His schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their report. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him.
Let me speak to Fang and I'll make it worth your while.
Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he got taken, perhaps, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved.
Fuck!
Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl.
Oh, God.
Okay, good luck in your...
Jesus.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do.
Why don't you kind of let the serpent in the...
Kailan is truly in charge of this place because of his association with the guild. If he gets things his way, he'll seize control of the whole guild before long. It's nothing to concern yourself with. If anything comes up with the guild or the serpent, I will negotiate and deliberate with them, not you.
Okay.
Your next fight? I'd love to, but I'm... Besides, didn't you have some mysterious...
Oh, yeah. Greeting. I am Crimson Kana, known in the prosperous East for my swordsmanship. I came here to test my abilities, but I found my will and purity of spirit tested as well. You will start to see the truth of this contest as you make your way through the bronze round. Let your conscience guide you. That is all the advice I can offer. You clearly dislike this place. Why not just leave? Mind, spirit, and body must all be tested. You can achieve peace in a garden, but you earn it on the battlefield. Goals reached without trial are not so easily kept. Agreed. That makes a certain kind of sense. Many philosophies agree with me, many do not. The ensuing debates are no less a field of battle than this one. Not all battles are fought with weapons. Lucky Cho mentioned the guild, and you know your thoughts. The guild has made this place of spiritual trials. Kailan the Serpent heads their activities here. It is but one part of their larger operation, but their practices disgust me. Okay. May your battles bring you peace. Dr. An. Sung Hee. Let's take a look at win the first bronze match. Interesting. Oops, sorry, answering a message. Alright. Sometimes I'll look stuff up really quickly. But looks like I gotta go. I guess I might as well meet Silk Fox. Since there's really nothing else I can do at the moment. Bed Taker. Thunderous Toran.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver... I'm known as Thunderous Toran, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention.
Do you have anything I might be interested in?
A warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up. The man to see is named Queen.
Let's talk about what you can do.
A warrior to my...
Tell me more about
the man to see is named... Stop by again. Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now.
Okay, so basically he just sells merchandise. All right. The people of the Imperial City are often isolated from the troubles outside the Empire. Makes sense. Alright. The Imperial Arena. Shifted. Yeah, let's take a look at the map. Base camp. Now let's head to the Golden Way.
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
What's wrong with the necropolis?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. You just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
Damn. When did this all
Things have
start?
been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all.
Why aren't the guards
Ghosts
doing
have
anything
been
about
rising
it?
up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post. We just warn people.
Alright, how bad is
Bad.
it?
Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else.
Okay. I have all I need.
Stay away from the...
Alright.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
What the hell is he saying? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why attempt to
Your
insult me?
breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
Ask for an explanation just for yourself or I will take offense.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
There is no point to your insults. Defend your claims or cease the insult.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults. Someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Explain
An
yourself.
outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant, taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
The city hosts many visitors. Why is he so different?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe. But that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Uh-oh. Perhaps I can reason with this outlander.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
I will teach him not to mock our
I
culture.
hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antic. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Okay, looks like I gotta get rid of an Outlander. Let's see. Hostile.
This place reminds me of expensive wine. Lots of flavor, but no kick.
Yeah? Well, because they're not drinking to get drunk. Scholar's Garden. There we go. Oh, Silk Fox.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence.
You know nothing of strength. What do I call you, Silk Fox or Princess Sun Lian?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
The rightfully fear him. He's suddenly the glorious
Why would you say
strategist.
that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
Doesn't matter what you believe. I know it, and that's enough.
Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Okay. Destroying Death's Hand is also a
A
priority
wise
for me.
decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute. But if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers
That's
now
weird.
toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
I've been fighting the Lotus Assassins. How can I infiltrate
We
them?
need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
I fought a number of them. I would be
Have
spotted.
any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
How can this be
There are
done?
guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agent. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or
Okay.
if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
You know a lot about the Lotus Assassins. Why?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
I will go see what I can learn in the Imperial Arena.
Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the assassins than he should be. I will wait at your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should discuss how closely we will be working together?
Travel with me now. The Black Whirlwind can wait at the flyer.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companion.
You've lost a note from Princess Leanne. Okay. Silk Fox, let's talk to her.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the Executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar Dung.
Okay. Talk about you. Why has your servant given me a gift?
Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor.
I appreciate your gift.
I thank you for your courtesy. A woman always likes to hear when her gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
Where did you find it,
The
anyway?
Imperial Palace holds many treasures, although Death's Hand carted many off. To what end, I do not know. Besides, it was mine by birthright to do with as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself. And to be myself, I gave you what I wished.
Thank you for the gift and the risk you took giving it.
Well, you're polite at least. Most nobles take gifts as a matter of course, especially those from a woman. But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne, destined to rule the Empire after my father, but that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the Imperial succession, or perhaps convince my father that he should be Emperor by marriage.
We cannot allow such a travesty to happen.
Indeed, we cannot. I would bite my own tongue before ever allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation.
Okay.
I
Goodbye
wish
for
you
now.
luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
Okay. I can do the foreigner mission while I'm here, and then I can go back to the arena. Configuration of the snake. Oh, sweet. That's one more for the Viper stance. Books. Book stand. The physical universe. A final word. The world that we live in is not as simplistic as philosopher Zhang would suggest in his treatise on the physical universe. His hypothesis regarding divine regulation of weather and seasons, though interesting, is nothing more than children's tales made overly complicated. Recent research led by scholar Dongo has proven that our seasons and weather are much more than the careless whims of distant celestial beings. Our universe is made up of very real, very tangible components that can be carefully quantified and qualified. Interesting. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted that at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sunhai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched land and stability was restored. Basically the Boxer Rebellion.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please?
And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
Sir, your arrogance is astounding. We are cultured people.
What's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. You look quick with your fists, but I'll wager your head falls behind. Too much time slapping each other, and not enough time strapped to a desk in a decent classroom. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
You blind yourself with prejudice. I can prove you
Can
wrong.
you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments.
Okay. Some sort of bait. Are you afraid to face me in battle?
Oh, any dog can bite, but very few can speak. I've gone to pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I knew this was gonna happen, but it always brings up the it always brings up the Stream Deck. I should really update it. It's one of those things where like I always forget about it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stream, and then okay, hang on. Stay. Okay. All right, good. Very well. I will agree to this. Who shall judge?
Whoever you wish. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready.
Okay.
Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
I trust you will judge fairly.
To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire.
What arguments do you favor?
I am ill equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details, and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against.
What strategy should I take?
The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor.
Fair enough.
If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
Okay. Okay, I'll get ready for the debate.
I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Percival, look, I kind of want to talk to him.
Meh. It's a living.
It's a living. Scholar Gu. Oh.
Ah, so you are the one who will debate the Outlander. I am the 5th of your 5 judges.
Okay. What kind of arguments do you favor?
Are you implying that I am predisposed to be weak in certain areas? I can't accept that. Some of my fellows, however, are another story. Scholars Zhao and Kai are easy to predict. Dismissing a weak argument gets their attention immediately and will spur them one way or another.
What strategy
Try
can
not
you
to
offer?
dig a hole you can't get out of. If you can't get everyone to agree with you, just focus on getting as many as you can.
Solid advice.
Remember, you need a majority of judges on your side at the end of 6 topics.
Okay. I should get ready.
Yes, make certain you are ready. The Outlander will be a challenging opponent.
Scholar
I
Kai.
greet you. My name is Scholar Kai, and I will be the 4th of 5 judges for the debate. I suggest you don't mess it up.
What strategy can you
Some
offer?
arguments may win a judge's favor while turning another away. Vary your topics so that you don't end up manipulating the same judges over and over.
Yeah. What kind of arguments do you favor?
I am always impartial, but some of my fellows are easy to goad into decisions if you know their tastes. The minister is particularly fond of confrontational arguments. Respond in a rage and you are sure to engage him.
Do you share the minister's disdain for the Outlander?
He is an insult to our accomplishments as a people. If you fail in the debate, at least take him to task physically. I don't care where he came from. Anything to get him on his way.
Fair enough.
The Outlander uses flawed logic. Don't allow him to taint this forum of culture and intellect.
Alright, Scholar Hang.
Greetings to you. I am Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as the 2nd of 5 judges for the debate. I look forward to honorable discord. I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas, as are scholars Zhao and Gu. I find their appreciation of such fawning to be distasteful, but that is one of the arguments they prefer.
What strategy can you offer?
Try to choose your arguments in a sequence that eventually turns everyone in your favor. Don't worry about losing a vote on a single topic.
Okay. Why do you dislike the
I
Outlander?
don't dislike him. I find some of his points to be worth discussing, but Sir Roderick is a bit disruptive for the garden. He may bring attention that we do not want. It would be best to peacefully encourage him to be on his way.
I should get ready.
Good luck against the Outlander. He is a tenacious speaker.
The planting season was almost over, so I figured I might as well travel with him. It has been interesting.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you?
I will abide by whatever requirement you set.
Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that the process was more entertaining than a simple checklist of virtue.
Fair enough.
It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
Okay, I will endeavor to
I will
enlighten.
pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Let's see. sympathetic. Please understand that true value transcends
Well, a
currency.
majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How could you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
Your attempt is failing. How does that strengthen your
Well, a
argument?
majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
Factual. A close range advantage you claim to have.
What?
Oh, nice.
Must be fond. I can't see anyone in my favor.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Thank you, Kristen Holt at Cheat, because I
Clearly
actually
these
remembered
people
the
are
arguments, because I only
incapable
remembered.
of fairly comparing
I think I only
one of
remembered
their
one of them
own to an
last time.
outsider. This is a farce.
You decide the rules, we accept
Then
them
perhaps
fairly.
it was my mistake to think you would be open to anything other than your own backwards ideals. Puh. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debates, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
Alright. If that is your wish, I'll meet you
The
in
entry
combat.
hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
Okay. I'm ready. Let's begin.
Good. Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Focus. Ice shot. White demon. Focus.
Bloody hell! Tonic Burger! Bloody hell! Tonic Burger! Bloody hell! Tonic
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick, within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honour I cannot deny.
It was not your
Well,
day.
there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
I prefer something useful. Your weapon, for example.
Mirabelle...
Oh, wow, he actually gives it to
Treat
you.
her well. She's a finicky lady. Right, that's all. Fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
I didn't know you could actually get his weapon. Style gained, Mirabelle.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it.
Certainly I deserve more than this.
I control a very limited treasury. To give any more would call attention to what has happened here.
Charm, I saved the reputation of the Empire. Such an example deserves special favor, doesn't it?
A very good point. Here, take this. I should know not to barter with a master debater. Do you disagree? I've never seen such a cunning linguist. It is money well spent. Compensation because my own diction came up short.
Alright. Only took me 2 attempts, but I remembered how to do it correctly. Oh, I should probably equip Maribel as a style. Alright. Let's see. Imperial favor. What do I get rid of? Yeah, looks like I can't. Looks like I really can't. You know, I got nothing else I can, you know, leave. Oh, I forgot to equip the style that I earned. Mirabelle. Info. Basic attack. Speed increased by 5%. A strange weapon from a strange culture. Mirabelle is made of wood and steel and emits thunder and fire loud and ungainly. Like its owner, Mirabelle is nonetheless capable of doing real harm at medium range. Etched from an undecipherable symbols from the Outlander's language, this weapon is unique and dangerous trophy. The power of some enemies is such that fate itself turns away the cold, foreign steel of Mirabelle projects. Okay, and remap. And let's put Mirabelle there. Oh, I never equipped Stone Immortal. I forgot about that. And focus.
One cannot discover true enlightenment in the world. It comes only from within.
Alright. Okay.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
White demon.
Okay.
Mirabelle.
And that is kind of cool that I got that though.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the executioner in the arena, or speak with Skull.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Did you like it?
Where'd you find it?
The Imperial.
Carver commander, your father will not live for it.
Well, you're but the pride that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the Imperial succession. Or perhaps convince my father that he should be emperor by marriage.
Cannot allow such
Indeed,
travesty.
you cannot. I would bite my own tongue before ever allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation.
Okay. Yeah. That'll teach you to try to, you know, get revenge. Okay, the physical universe, a rebuttal. Scholar Xiao Shang has once again missed the central point of philosopher's art. Okay. Find the physical world. Oh, I didn't read this one. Nor do we seek to stop people from learning. Philosophers see the work of the divine in the physical world and oppose those who defy tradition only because they find those customs inconvenient or outdated. Learning and respect for the past need not be mutually exclusive. We seek only to learn in a way that does not dishonor the celestial beings that give us our very lives. Okay, I dealt with the Outlander. Now that I met what is it, Silk Fox, and she now joins me, I can do the arena, or finish the arena. I should say.
This will be a great tragedy.
Ah, okay, well, I'll deal with that when the time arises. Right. And okay, the golden path is right there. Where's the arena? Prefect Giton.
Why would the governor want to accuse you of doing this, Sung Tao? Good day, sir. Are you the new investigator I sent for? Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I'm not being very clear. Lately, I've just been so frustrated. I am Prefect Giton. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sung Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice.
Okay, I'll do it. I can't stand to see an innocent man accused.
Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Sung Tao. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Sung Tao to death. But every time I ask someone to discover the truth, they disappear or turn up dead.
Ah, okay, that kind of points
Our
to the other
best
guy, doesn't
lead
it?
is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us.
I want to know more about Scholar Sung Tao.
I've known Scholar Sung Tao for several years. His uncle and my father were good friends. I only wish I knew why the governor wants him accused of this crime. If you want to know more about Sung Tao, you should speak with him yourself.
Tell me about Chandler Ling.
Chandler Ling is a well-respected businessman and merchant here in the city. Until recently, I had no reason to suspect him of any wrongdoing. When I investigated Ling's shop, I found a valuable knife that I had purposely entrusted to one of my men, a man who has since disappeared. Chandler Ling had a knife belonging to a man whose body couldn't be found. That was all the evidence I required.
What is Zibao's connection to Chandler Ling?
I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere. But you could speak to him without raising suspicion.
Okay, tell me about the slave
I wish
traders.
there was something concrete I could tell you. They're like a whisper on the wind or a shifting shadow. You think you see something, and then there's nothing. Whoever is behind the slavers must have a great deal of power. To remain that invisible is a hard thing to do.
Okay, I'll go find
Good.
Zebo then.
Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena. Don't scare him away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
Do we have time to deal with this? I didn't agree to join you so we could solve everyone else's problems.
Alright. And then across there is the arena. Scroll stand. Imperial champions. Okay. All the Imperial City finally remembers Raging Ox, a recently retired Imperial champion, quick with a smile and famous for his antics both in and out of the ring. Ox's legend will live many lifetimes. Ah, okay, so the Ravager. Deadly, cold, and precise, the Ravager refuses to speak and shows no care for the crowd, but none can question his deadly strength. Wildly popular with the more bloodthirsty members of our crowd, the Ravager's rare fights are always sold out. Okay. So it's just a list of champions. Okay, I'm gonna mess with... Okay, Imperial Favor. And... Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if he's got anything.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Gem of Unity. I have something like that already. Tiger Mantra. Ooh.
There are rumors flitting about the city that you seek the attentions of the executioners. These rumors come from the palace itself, leaving me intrigued. You are a novice with no standing in the arena. What makes you think you are of any interest to me?
Hey man, you walked up to me. I'm the most skilled fighter
Then
here.
show it with your skills, not your mouth. Anyone can talk about their victories. I need people who let actions speak for them. If you were to knock Iron Soldier from his perch as Silver Division champion, I would be impressed. I will be here if you wish to petition me further, but I don't acknowledge anything less than the best. Return when you are worthy, and no sooner.
Of course. I'll come back for him later. I want to fight in the arena. Alright. Alright. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's
hear
give
that
you
you're
guys
ready
a
for
show.
your next fight. What do you need?
Tell me about the next fight.
Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. I want the very abacuses of heaven to ravel with the name Raging Dragon, so I've prepared something memorable. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the Great Southern Forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you.
Awesome.
Are you ready to get started?
Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Oh, crap. I remember you guys.
report to the Bronze Division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look.
Alright. Next fight.
You're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get...
Let's get started.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Deactivating an alarm. Because a lot of times I forget to deactivate it.
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Oh, nice. But a lot of times I forget to turn it off. That's why a lot of times you guys will hear something because, you know, at 10 p.m. I gotta take some medication. Oh, I just gotta... Okay, so you can't dodge him. Or not dodge him, you can't block him. That was fun. More annoying than anything else.
Fantastic! A test of speed passed with exceptional celery. Now
You mean chivalry?
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Queen. I have a message for Raging Dragon. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me?
Next match.
Yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter specially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal match.
Okay.
I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division Championship. Things change when the guild's involved, though.
Yeah, I bet they do. Why would the guild have a say in who I face?
The guild's the organization that controls the betting here. That's not all, though. Kylon the Serpent has a lot of influence here as well. I have to bow to certain pressures. I don't like it that much, but smart men don't voice that opinion too loudly. Not around here.
Yeah. Can you not have their man face someone else?
No, I can't, actually. The Serpent, who's the guild's chief agent in this place, has specifically requested you.
I've been summoned, apparently. Very well, I'll deal with this guild thug.
I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it now. Are you ready to get started?
Hell fucking yeah, let's do it.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Many of you are asking yourselves why the Serpent would return to the ring.
Oh, wow.
Am I not retired? Yes. But does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No.
Wow.
You've all seen the fury and the intense focus of Raging Dragon in the ring. Now, it's time to put these abilities to the test. And so, the Serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you Evil and Terror incarnate.
Oh my god, a toad demon.
Long sword.
Oh, I leveled up.
Focus.
Ah, damn it.
Focus. Long sword. Wait. Ice shot. Try harder.
Oh, damn it.
Heavenly wave.
Damn it.
Focus. Long sword.
Ah.
Mirabelle.
Right.
Heavenly wave. White demon.
Ah, damn. Ah, damn.
Spirit thief.
Okay, Spirit Thief work on you. Fuck.
White demon.
Ah, damn.
I thought you would be able to tackle that.
Possible or not, it was expected. Kailan is...
If you had let me tell our rising star here what they'd be facing, things would have gone differently.
The Serpent feels that this one has abilities far greater than your bronze trash. The fight was possible, foreknowledge or not.
Yeah. Now that I know I'm facing, I'll crush your little
Is
pet.
that so? One loss was not enough to teach you about humility? I suggest that you face this demon again. We will make it part of the schedule. You win, you move on. You lose, you don't.
What happens if I refuse?
Then your career stops here, in the easily tarnished and casually discarded bronze division. If you are comfortable with that, simply stop asking for fights. When you come to your...
Oh, god damn it.
Ah, I'm healed.
Okay. Cue the promoter. I hate it when crap like that happens. Let's see. Spirit, body, and definitely mind. Let's improve Mirabelle a little bit. Damage increase, speed increase is always nice. Alright. Save changes. White demon. Yeah, it's already max. I don't need any more of that. What about Spirit Thief? Duration increase. Save changes and Fortune's favorite. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike.
I want to hear that you're ready. What?
Yeah.
As you know, are you?
Yes, let's begin.
Follow.
Only in our empire can demons be harnessed for sport.
Okay.
Toad form.
Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Mirabelle. Long sword.
Ah, damn. Ah, damn. Fuck, being poisoned sucks.
Mirabelle.
Ah. Oh, and I'm out of focus. Lovely.
Express these wounds.
Ah, damn.
I thought you...
Possible. This. Were that the case, I would ensure that you did not live out the night. I suggest that you face the...
There's gotta be a way to beat this thing.
As you...
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna...
Only in our empire can demons be harnessed for sport.
Alright.
White demon. Focus. Focus.
Oh, what? I fucking hate that. Alright. Ah!
Focus. Focus. Focus.
There we go. Fucking A.
That was an exceptional fight. I haven't seen demons in the ring before.
I don't like surprise from now on. I want to know what I'm fighting and
I
why.
understand your concerns. We wanted to test the demon against an exceptional fighter. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next match.
What did you want to talk
He
about?
didn't say, and when I asked, he gave me that glare of his. Go, speak with him now. The sooner you do, the sooner I can return you to the ring.
Okay. Ooh, 600 silver, nice.
From what I know of them, the guild doesn't usually
Aren't you a sight? I am Happy Endings, famed courtesan, and it is a pleasure to greet you, especially such a fine figure of a man. So many men are made soft by city life.
Notice the painted face. She only pretends to beauty.
I would love to chat with you and learn more about you, but alas, I can't. I'm on exclusive retainer with the proprietor of this place, and he does get so jealous. Farewell, gorgeous.
Sweet Poison Lin, Lucky Cho. Ah, here we go.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Kai Lan, the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxicant arts. Lin, this is Raging Dragon, the fighter we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
I don't like the tone of this offer of yours.
Not even if it offers you a chance at the Bronze Division Championship. Crimson Kana's rise to Bronze Division Champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
What does that have to do with
the Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the Bronze Champion.
I was wondering when you would come to the point.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
I will not be party to a murder.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the Guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana.
I will not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
This Kana woman would appreciate knowing what you have learned.
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
Alright. Crimson Cup. I look forward to crossing paths with you. You and I are both rose quickly through the ranks. The true test will be in which of us falls and how we handle it. I should warn you, Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you. If I become such a thorn in the serpent's side, how do you know this? Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner. Did he? Is Lucky Cho so desperate to see his bets assured, or does Kylan see me as a threat? Either way is a victory of sorts for me. The guild does not operate so overtly in the rest of the city. I wonder if the organization condones such actions. But such musings are useless. Why have you told me this? I consider you a worthy opponent. I want to make sure our match is honest. The feeling is mutual, though I think you deserve more than just thanks. I have long promised that I would train anyone who defeats me. My skills with the sword are imperfect, but there are things I can teach you that no other could. Should you emerge the victor of our fight, I will train you in some of my more advanced techniques. You have shown this purity of spirit to wield a weapon with the required precision. That is fine. That is a fine reward, thank you. Warrior knows the training is more valuable than silver. That's all I wanted to ask you for now. Alright. Okay. Ah. I'm not trying to roll.
I want to hear that you're... What?
I'm ready for the next
Until
fight.
the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the Bronze Division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
I really wish that you could just correct him on the words he uses.
The challenger for the Bronze Division, Crimson Kana, must fend off Raging Dragon.
Man, those are nice swords.
Focus.
Ice shot.
Heavenly wave. White demon.
Nice.
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
Come talk to me when you have a moment. The crowd loved that fight. I think it was worth some extra silver, don't you?
Come now. The arena works on a strictly regenerated payment system for the fights. There's no way I can give you extra.
Your too savvy businessman did not reward your star
I'm
performers.
sorry, but there's no room for bonuses, extra payments, or gratitudes of any kind. You'll be fine with the youth. Now that that's...
Black Walden has told me about his time here. What do you know about him?
Your large friend there was once a competitor here, so I know him in passing, you might say. This is his business, though. Why not ask him? I'm sure he'll tell you whatever he deems appropriate.
Okay.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Well, yeah. Alright.
I've
been thinking since our match I came to this place seeking honor, but I feel that my many victories have all been hollow. I think, yes, it is time for me to leave again and seek other challenges. What will you do now? I think I shall return to the prosperous East and continue my studies, but first I am sworn to teach the secrets of my style to any who can best me. Let me instruct you. Since you told me the serpent's plan, I will teach you more advanced technique. The key is balance and form. Your motion must be swift but precise. Well done, you learned very quickly. One thing bothers me about your moves, though. Throughout the fight, I felt as if there was some opening in your defense. Why wouldn't you exploit that opening? What I sensed was some opening in your guard. I cannot name it and could not find it, leading me to believe that it was a brilliant gambit. Your method traps your opponents into hunting for a weakness they'll never find. You should speak with your master about this. For now, you are deadly enough. Others have mentioned this. Should I be concerned? Consider it a perfectly laid trap, not a weakness. Your master was truly skilled to mold such a trap into your very being. It is odd he never mentioned it to you. Sometimes the best masters dare not trust their students with the deepest mysteries. Certain lessons can only be learned if one discovers them for oneself. I hope you fare well. I turn my eyes to the east, where new challenges await me by the ocean. Crimson Tears. Oh, that's one of my favorite sword styles, too. Alright. And let me remap. And I'll replace Fortune's favorite.
The Bronze Division champion approaches. I hope you're ready for the challenge awaiting you in the Silver Division. Remember, Soldier's the champion at this level. He'll be watching you.
Dogs nipping at my heels aren't worthy of watching.
What do you need?
Tell me about my next
Now
fight.
that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, this serpent has decided to keep your career interesting. A demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown aptitude, I'm letting you face him first. This is indeed an honor, though it will not be easy. Are you ready to defeat this horror?
Yes, let's begin.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Remember to save often.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Double saber focus. White demons. Ice shot.
Ah, damn it. Them being immune to magic is becoming difficult.
Just press the forward.
Oh, and he had 1 health left. Damn it. One more kick and Raging Demon, that would have been fine.
Simply ask when you're ready to try that match again. Now that you are champion...
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Stop it. Stop blocking.
Another demon falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if this keeps up. Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. This is a rare honor. Do try to be polite. You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena, and the Serpent's private chamber is just off of it. You may as well go now and see what he wants. Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know you usually have a friend with you, but they'll have to remain behind for this meeting.
Alright.
We should have told you that Kylon will only see you alone.
Yes.
This is almost sad. Am I truly so threatening to the mighty Kylon the Serpent? Regardless, I'll be waiting with the others if you need me.
It is vital that we talk a moment. Your inability to deal with the minor demon cost me dearly. I expected more from you, but I'm prepared to overlook your weakness for the moment. You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has advantages. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the near future.
If you're proposing a cheat or throw fights, I refuse.
Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as a creative engineer. Like the fountains that channel water throughout the land, I spread entertainment to the people. Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. I've no doubt that Qui has told you about us, if you didn't already know. Our organization is involved in many different activities, most of which operate below the view of the authorities of this great empire.
Are you suggesting that I join you?
I'm suggesting that we align our goals for a time, an arrangement that could benefit us both.
Oh, I'm gonna turn on my.
The Guild.
Sorry if it gets a little loud. I gotta turn on
the
the heat a little
vacancy
bit.
in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been killed, and with his death, a new leader must be chosen. I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people to back me.
You realize that I'm the one who eliminated Gal the Greater.
Did you? An interesting claim, and one I'm not sure I believe. You don't match the description we have of the killer, but then the descriptions are fairly tenuous. If you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassins a repayment for that debt in full. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here and that he left the arena. But do you know why?
It's about killed someone he shouldn't have. That seems his style.
How perceptive of you. Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges of defecating in public.
Nothing I don't already know. I can accept him as he is.
If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided than confronted. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct possibility. To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I will work together closely.
I want nothing to do with you, Serpent.
You place yourself in a precarious position, my young friend. I would hate to see your career stagnate. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't...
Ooh. There's a reason they call him the Black Whirlwind.
Damn you, Serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important. Look, you can't trust Kylo. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
Who says you have a choice in the matter?
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail.
It's 2-on-1, man. I was using thousand attacks though.
Double
You're going down.
Focus.
He fought like a monster for a little guy.
Everyone's little to you.
Good point. But he was particularly lucky. It's nice when they stick around longer so you can practice your moves. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kylon's thugs, you know. Not at all.
That's not surprising. Fighting is all you do.
That's unfair. These axes don't sharpen themselves, you know. Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then my brother came to the city and decided he'd join the arena too. The arena was about the same as it is now. We and Kylon were there, and Lucky Cho too. But he was just a runt back then.
Is your brother still fighting?
My brother became the arena champion. The Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. I should know. I'm the one who killed him.
Why'd you kill him?
Raging Ox was one of Kylon's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kylon approached me first. And when I turned him down, he went to my brother instead. When Ox joined up with Kylon, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion and doing a little work for the guild on the side.
Why didn't you stop him?
He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kylon, he stopped talking to me. Soon Ox became Kylon's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena champion was a common thug. One night I followed Ox back to Kylon's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how dangerous Kylon was. Convince him to leave. But Kylon was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Ox was dead, and my axe was covered in his blood.
So what happened?
Kylon just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank myself into a stupor that lasted for half a year.
Kylon truly is a
You
serpent.
do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself while working with a serpent. Lucky Joe's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kylon's face if he become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill him. Come on, let's go.
Strong arm. Ooh, 3,000 silver. That's always nice. And let's look at my amulet. Intimidation +8. Soft pedal. And yeah, let's get rid of that one. Let's put Imperial Favor in there. Horse loads of the plain Baron. Oh, he's with me now. Dr. N.
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
What's strange about my energy?
I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this plate. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy.
The new schools of what?
Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist.
Acupuncturist.
I know you well enough. Hapless Hans stumbled in here for yet another treatment after you defeated him. Impressive handiwork, though I find myself in a position to wish you were less skilled, especially with Han. He is a continual strain on my time.
What's wrong with treating
I
Han?
think you misunderstand the situation. I have no problems treating Han, but I receive no compensation for tending to injuries. I shouldn't complain though. The arena pays me to look after my fighters, and Han's constant injuries have helped me hone my healing skills to a razor edge.
Okay. Tell me more about what you do here.
Acupuncture is the process of healing the body through the release of its own energies. There are other applications, such as an understanding of the pressure points of the body as well. I release these healing energies through the very precise insertion of needles into the skin. It truly is an art. Acupuncture is also most ancient science, studied as long as the Empire has stood. Those studies benefit the warriors in this place most directly.
How can you perform acupuncture when you're blind?
How can you fight in the dark? We learn these things through study and discipline. The nerves of the hand are incredibly sensitive. The eyes can be fooled by something as insubstantial as light. I would not say that losing my sight at a young age was a gift, but I have not let it become a burden either.
How do these treatments work?
My techniques for releasing your untapped inner energies are newer and slightly more radical, but even they benefit from a century of research and years of practice.
What benefits could I receive from your skills?
My needles, used properly, can enhance your strength, restore your inner vitality, and unlock energies you barely knew your body held. The only thing I have found I am unable to affect with my needles is your inner magic. It seems even acupuncture has its limits.
Okay. How do these treatments work?
My techniques for releasing your untapped inner energies are newer and slightly more radical.
Okay. Tell me some more.
Simply, your body possesses Acupuncture releases blockages in your body's meridians, natural pathways for...
How does this allow you to make people stronger?
The new schools have found ways to optimize the body's energy pathways to make you stronger than you would be normally. You would have to practically abandon your pursuit of martial prowess to understand them more fully, but you have other skills to hone.
Okay. Let me talk about something else. Show me what you got for sale. Cleansed body and mind. Porcelain skin. Cleansed body and mind. And... vigorous body or clear mind? Let's go for vigorous body. My chi is still high anyway, so... Okay, cue the promoter.
I want to hear that you're ready.
Yep, I am ready for my next
This
fight.
next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own, and ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
All right. Dark orb. All attacks are unblockable. Oh, sweet.
This is the end.
Damn it.
Spirit thief.
There we go.
White demon. Stress these. Spirit thief.
And this is the benefit of upgrading speed.
You're too slow. White demon.
There we go.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades.
What about the protective spells? Were they removed as
The
well?
wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kylon's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before
Better
you came
hope
up
you're
here,
right.
I received word from one of the guildmen from outside the arena. They've sent their apology. I believe they feel Kylon's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message.
You sure they won't try something like this again?
You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the Guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place.
Yeah, they're not wrong. Tell me about the next
We've
fight.
had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the Army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Alright. Many fighters never make it past... Irons. Yeah, I read it.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Double sabers. Ice shot.
Oh, magic. Yeah, no, immune.
White demon.
win. There we go. So I'm gonna have to use weapon attacks on those
things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you.
I'm scared.
Stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious TM needed no machines to build the Empire.
Talk about my next
I
fight.
rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balance against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. But you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Once in a lifetime does a single person throw the grand institution of the arena into such disarray. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you.
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Iron Soldier has faced all comers, but how will the Silver Champion fare against Raging Dragon?
Focus. What demon?
Perfect.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud. From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager.
Okay.
Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that.
The crowd loved that fight. I think we need to talk about some extra silver.
Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extras just because of that. All your fights are impressive.
Would Soldier have let such a fight go without being paid extra?
I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. You'll find that the Gold Division battles sate your purse's hunger. Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
Tell me about my next fight.
The Gold Division is the toughest series of fights in the Empire. Ultimately, you can think of it as a test to see if you're ready to face the Ravager. Your first match will be a rare challenge. There is a style that was banned from the tournament combat 5 centuries ago. You will face the Phoenix Unity style.
What's so special about this style?
That is something best discovered for yourself. Suffice it to say that if you stand against it, the battle will be memorable.
If the style's banned, why am I facing it?
I do not believe in outdated prohabitations. As you can see, this style is not fair for single combat, but it is a fair test of a Master Warrior's abilities.
Instead of the fight, I will face the Phoenix Unity style.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Okay.
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it. Yet.
Focus.
Oh, lovely.
Ice shot. Wait.
still standing, bitch.
You won't see me coming.
Ooh. God, that was a pain in the ass.
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable. But I've never put much stock in legends. That was exactly how I wanted your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Ravager.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get.
I was going to do something different, but I've had a request from the Sun Brothers. They said that there's been an affluence of the fates and a reemergence of the planets.
I know what that means.
I'm not quite sure what that means, but if they want to face you, then I have to honor their request. Besides, defeating them is important to your career.
Yeah? Why is that important?
I require that any fighter who wishes to face the Ravager be able to defeat all three of the Sun Brothers. Then I know you won't be torn to shreds.
Yeah.
Well, at least not before the gong stops ringing, at any rate. The brothers are ready if you are.
Let's begin.
Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Notorious Ravager awaits you at the top of the Gold Division.
Speed, might, and magic will be needed to defeat these brothers three.
I think I'm gonna go after the magical one first. Mages are usually weaker in hand-to-hand combat. Screw you.
Ice shot. White demon. I'm too much for you.
Three opponents at once, all of them exceptionally skilled. I thought no one could impass them, but you have. Defeating their combinated might has impressed the crowd immensely.
I deserve more silver than this.
You pull in the egregious crowds, it's true, but I can't just break the rules and give you extra silver.
You can't afford to lose me, including the crowd's demand to see my
For
matches.
1,000 years, the best fighters in the Empire have graced this place.
Damn
This is your moment of glory, but if you choose to end it, there will be another to take your place, and the crowds will take to him. Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
Tell me about my next
I
fight.
want to give you a shot at the championship. I really do. I need to convince others, though. I'm going to hold an event so huge that it will rock the reaches
And
of
here's
the
what I
Empire.
was afraid of.
The
Because
Imperial engagement. The arena turns upon you. You will be a man alone against a rushing wave of opponents, great and small. You must stand against them all, and when you do, your right to challenge the Ravager will be indisputable.
Time to take you down a peg.
I think it's going to be a fun challenge. You might even survive if you pace yourself.
How does this fight
The
work?
concept is simple enough. If you can defeat your foe with exceptious alacrity, then you have a moment to collect yourself. If you tarry, then you will be swamped.
How many opponents will I have to face?
You will be facing all the champions you have dealt with already and more.
Has anyone gone through this kind of battle?
You will be the first. As I said, I need you to have the crowd's heart. Kailan does not want you to face the Ravager. I do.
Okay.
Are you ready for me to finish the arrangements? If so, we'll get everyone set up.
Not right now.
If that's the decision you want to make, it's your profanation. You just let me know when you've changed your mind.
Okay.
Things are interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I don't think Kailan is pleased with your progress.
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. You are a master of the arena, the ground where executioners are born. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role in the executioners for you after all. Do you think you stand a chance of joining the Lotus Assassin?
If you are worthy of me.
That is a strong position to take, and one that we respect. You will have to remember, however, that if we accept you, you will be a mere recruit. If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the will of Death's Hand and the Emperor. We guard the treasures of the Empire. This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized artifacts and think only of duty?
You've seen my so just give me a recommendation.
Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin training. Proceed to our fortress. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners and the personality to attract such a loyal band of followers.
You'll find that I am no ordinary recruit.
Many others think that they are above the norm when they join us, as if acceptance elevates their status. You will learn that conformity to our ways will serve you better. I am well aware of those who come with you, their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. That will serve you well.
Are you saying someone isn't loyal to me?
Am I? Or do you doubt your own abilities to deal with them if proven treacherous? In time, you will see that your loyalty to our order is all that matters. If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever. We better tell the others we made some progress.
Lotus Executioner's Seal. Agreed on that. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I can get.
While I cannot see you, your appearances are hard. Are you here for a treatment?
What have you got to
Of
say?
course.
Clear mind. Porcelain skin. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one. Alright. Now let's see what he's got for sale.
I have many items just waiting for you.
Okay. Charm gem. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's give this a whirl.
That you're ready for your next fight. I want to give you a shot. As I told you before, you're going to have to emerge victorious from the... Should we get started now, or do you need to review?
Let's begin.
Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Alright, this is going to be a test of endurance.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
Oh, damn it. Ah.
Capless Hand enters the fray!
Okay, there we go. Fixed itself. I really hate hurting this guy. Oh, God. wants to enter.
What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens? You're going down.
This one I literally have to use a lot of my focus on. Coming in now.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
Kicked her ass once before, and I can do it again. Okay.
You won't see me coming.
Damn it.
How long can one warrior last, battling a tide of foes?
And the demons is where
For this battle, Sun Bo enters alone. His speed is unmatched.
Spirit Thief.
Alright.
You're going down. The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring.
Dress these wounds. Spirit Thief.
The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Oh, he's the last. Okay. Damn, I'm trying to back up, but I can't. Ah, damn. I'm really hating how this, what is it,
Your loss aside, that was an amazing match. The crowd's clapping.
Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Okay, let's hope that the camera doesn't work against me again.
Begins. An ogre begins the onslaught.
White Demon.
There we go. Alright.
Hapless Hand enters the fray. What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens?
Okay, awesome.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
Dabbling my focus a little bit. And I got a focus orb out of that. Nice.
How long can one warrior last battling a tide of foes? You can't keep up.
Okay, focus.
Spirit Thief.
For this battle, Sun Bu enters alone. His speed is unmatched.
White Demon.
There we go.
The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring.
There we go.
The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
You're too slow.
I'll be completely honest, that was way easier than my first time
the
doing
victor
that.
from a multitudinous concretion of raw fighting talent. Amazing! The crowd loves you, and you have proven yourself enough in my eyes. No other fighter stands a chance against the Ravager. But you must think of your safety. The Ravager strikes with such power that even the wards of this arena may not be enough to save you.
How can he be so strong?
No one knows. His strength is almost inhuman. But we are sure he is no demon. Your match could end in death. It almost happened when Sun Bu faced him alone, and he was the last opponent to tackle the champion alone. The Ravager grows more fierce with each fight, as if time were making him stronger. If you face him, we may not be able to end the match in time.
Okay. There's nothing else in
Things are interesting, right?
Alright. Ooh, and 1500. Yeah, I'm gonna save it manually. That way I don't have to go through all that crap again. Okay.
Is that tough?
I'm ready to face it.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Alright. Oh, man.
Halt! This fight will not happen. This fighter is not worthy of facing a true Imperial champion. The Ravager will not waste time with one so new to the ring. One must face the test of time to even challenge the Imperial champion. Good people, I do this for you. Would you have an unproven whelp as your champion? As the Empire's champion?
Crowd's against you, man.
Silence! You have spoken, and I have heard. Your will be done. I give you the Ravager!
Focus.
You're too slow.
Spirit thief. Spirit thief. I'll have to try harder.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Looks like I will have to channel my focus.
Focus. Heavenly wave. White demon is dressed.
Oh, damn it. That's even more embarrassing. He's slowed and I still can't.
Heavenly wave.
Ah, damn it. And I'm dead. Some enemies are so powerful that they are immune to certain types of attacks. If an enemy seems immune to the styles you're using, try switching to a different type of style. Martial, support, weapon, magic, or transformation. Okay.
Good people, I do this for you.
Oh, God. Okay. Ah, damn. Yeah, I'm sorry, this battle is very intense. This is like my 6th attempt. Ah, damn it. He's gonna start.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
You won't see me coming.
Focus.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna pray to God that's his last little bit of chi. Ah, damn it. How much chi do you have? You're a fucking martial class. Yeah, I'm aware. There we go.
If you have even the tiniest bit of sense, Whirlwind, you'll realize that you should thank me.
What have you done to my brother?
Your brother was a useful tool. After you cut him down while he defended me, I decided it would be too much bother to let him go. In the process, I saved you from charges of fratricide. And so the Ravager was born. The perfect, unquestioning enforcer of my will. And I owe it all to you, Whirlwind.
I should kill you here and now. But first...
That's one thing that you just see the regret in his
I've
eyes.
done nothing. I still took your brother.
And I took him back and repaid the favor.
You will not be champion. This is my arena. I invoke the right of challenge. As an ex-champion, I will return and stake my claim upon this place. Tradition supports my right to this.
What tradition is this?
But the right of challenge hasn't been used in hundreds of years.
Very well. You need not accept the precedents and traditions that make this empire great, Queen. Instead, accept that my men will kill you if you dare contradict me again. So, Stripling, what do you say? Are you prepared to suffer at my hands, or will you walk away and die the tenfold deaths of the coward?
No, you are not the current champion, Serpent. My brother was, and now my friend is. All you are, magician, is mine. Allow me to accept his challenge on your behalf, Master. I will not fail you, and I know my brother's spirit will be satisfied if I take this chance.
And this is the one time where you will get to play as
I will not
one of your
allow a
companions, I
substitution
believe.
of this sort.
There have been other substitutions here, Conlan. Mine won't be the first.
They do have the right, Serpent. You substituted the demon in place of one of your guild men. You set the precedent yourself.
Damn you all. Fine.
I will fight the shaved bear. It will be a pleasure. Speak with Kui when you're ready. Until then, I will prepare.
This has all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask for a champion all this time. Do you know how many rules and regulations that breaks? It's a mockery of the entire arena, and Kailan and his thugs are to blame. But you can stop him. I need you to see this through to the end. I need that man stopped before he destroys 1,000 years of gratification.
Gratification. Okay. Tell me about the next fight.
Is ready to fight. When he was here before, he was always ready. Tell him to be careful. Kailan is not easily defeated. Are you ready to get started?
No, not
if
right
that's the decision you want to make, it's you.
Something else I need from
Things
you.
are...
Style Tang's Vengeance. Okay, let me save it again. I love how all it is the floor. Okay.
I want to hear that you're ready.
Let me...
Your friend, Art.
Let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and...
Okay. The wall once surrounded and protected young Jade Empire.
The Black Whirlwind returns to the ring to face the Serpent! Might meets magic!
Oh, honestly, doing this as Black Woman is honestly, in my opinion, the best way you could do this fight. Not only is it easier, in my opinion, but honestly, I mean, Black Whirlwind comes out of retirement against Tang, the guy who basically, I wouldn't say forced him, but you know, tricked him into killing his brother and him getting vengeance on the man that did that. Come on, there's no other, like, if this was a real life, I'd be like, no, you deserve blood.
Well, I know it's anticlimactic, but you did earn it. Congratulations, champion. I wish that I had another dozen fighters who could rise through the ranks with your alacrity. I will not dishonor you with appearing to those who cannot match your skill. In time, someone will come along, but I suspect your equal will not be manifesting anytime soon. Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know. But until then, rest yourself. You've earned it.
superior
It would
word.
be hard to find anyone in this city who does not recognize our new champion on this day. We have met before, but right now, I represent the guild.
Ugh. Ugh. I've had more than enough of the guild, leave me.
Very well. The guild suggests a truce. We had to address the issue of Kailan sooner or later. His open policy did not fit well with our philosophy of discretion. His power ran deep. He would have taken our organization even further down Gao the Greater's path had word of a new contestant not reached us.
And I know I was doing the guild's will, Kailan would still be alive. I did what I wished. Your power games mean nothing to me. Sounds like you owe me for doing your dirty work.
Indeed. Then you will be happy to know of the guild's decision. We no longer want a stake in the proceedings in the arena. With Kailan and Gao the Greater gone, let us just say that cooler heads prevail. The current sentiment in the guild is that the Lotus Assassins have become more trouble than our alliance with them is worth. Thus, we propose a truce. Your feud, or whatever it was, with Kailan died with him. The guild will not trouble you or this place if you will not trouble us.
Let me I agree to the truth.
Our business is concluded. If you will excuse a moment's adoration, it was an honor to meet you. Part of my duties involved keeping an eye on Raging Dragon, and I had the envy of many others for such an assignment. Masterful fighting, I must say. We will not speak of this again. Consider me nothing more than sweet poison Lin from this point on.
Oh, man. Ooh, Iron Palm, the fire. One of 3 meditation doctrines required to understand the Iron Palm fighting style. The aspirant must possess all study in 3 before she can safely attempt to train in this demanding art. The aspirant must channel the fire and unwavering commitment of intensity is the heart of Iron Palm and the raw energy behind its unrelenting attacks. Any aspirant can mimic the style, but without passion, the movements will lack true power. Oh, man. Just gonna put it all into body. Okay, Crimson Tears. Oh, God.
Wow, the Imperial Champion. Hey, it's a real honor to have you come up here, but, nothing personal, but we work for Fang, and he doesn't want anyone blocking his view. He comes to watch the fights. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict... Forget it. I won't go into deep... Fang watched the whole thing. Thank...
Hello again. If the poor boy did... Good luck with...
Yeah, okay. Now, what was she still doing here? Yeah, good. Okay. Now what else do I have to do? Oh yeah, I have to go infiltrate the Lotus Assassins. You know, the whole reason why I'm here.
What?
I
remember one time I was hired by 2 warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk and talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did.
Why couldn't they reach a peaceful agreement?
The clan leaders were agreed on peace, except for one thing. Jin Lo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her, and neither would give her up. After 5 days, it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the 2 leaders were about to come to blows over Jin Lo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, So I cleaved the wench in two and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
You're brutal. How could you do that?
It was easy. She was small, and my blades are extremely sharp. But it didn't really help, though. They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dog. Whatever.
Oh, God. Gotta love Black Whirlwind.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. With the recommendation of the Executioner, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair.
I can't agree with this. You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know the danger they represent.
Really? What did you see while hiding in your swamp? I've observed Death's Hand for years, both in the palace and elsewhere.
You could have 4 faces and a different name and wardrobe for each, and you still wouldn't understand. Death's Hand is not what he seemed.
Then what, pray tell, is he?
I don't know, but his power does not come from study or skill. He is something darker, and we should not be trying to enter his lair.
It sounds like Sagacious Zoo wants to go back into hiding. Or perhaps the nursery? Pay no attention, not everyone is as weak as he is.
Quiet. Quiet, Silverfox. Quiet, Silverfox. He is right to advise caution.
Thank you for listening, but I want more than caution. Neither of you understand what they are capable of.
You aren't doing much to add to our understanding. Go sulk in the corner like you're accustomed to doing.
This is not helping anything. Are we any closer to getting to the Lotus Assassin so this accursed woman will help us find Master Li?
Oh, she spits fire at last. Now I see how the child left her little village. She has some spirit in her after all. But I'm sure you can appease her. You've already gained the recommendation of the Lotus Assassin Executioner. You could also seek out the Inquisitor and gain his recommendation as well, but the path to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is ready for you now.
And after we find the evidence against Death's Hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
I promise, little Dawnstar. After we get what I want from the Lotus Assassins, the palace is the first place we will go. You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's Hand that they might notice something is wrong.
Don't worry about that when the time comes.
It would still be good to get some information first. Sagacious Zoo might know something. We should ask him. Where is he?
Well, you should be more careful of who you trust.
If I did that, none of you would be here.
That is true. I wouldn't trust any of the ragged homeless you have collected. No offense meant to those of you who are actually homeless, Dawnstar.
Goddamn.
If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer our concern.
Zoo would not turn on us.
The Lotus Assassin Fortress is in the far end of the necropolis. They shouldn't give you any trouble. Just appear confident as you enter.
Should I do the task for the other recruiter? I'm going to do the task for the other
The
recruiter.
Inquisitor will have some task that needs addressing, I'm sure. Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden is the contact.
Okay. Before I get moving, anything
I
personal?
don't understand. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins with a fair... Is there something new?
Tell me about yourself. I want to know about
About me? I am Princess Sun Lian, the Heavenly Lily. What more are you worthy of knowing?
Tell me about your childhood.
I do not remember ever being allowed to just be a child. My mother died when I was born, shortly before the end of the long drought and the fall of my uncles. I was in the care of tutors too afraid to punish me and too ingratiating to teach me anything useful. I quickly found ways to sneak away from the palace. They dared not report my excursions for fear they would be punished. They would scurry around all day trying in vain to find me.
What do you do in the city?
I met the people, the peasants, the homeless, the thieves. Such a different world from what you see from the palace walls. They never realized who I was. I'm sure they would have been terrified of the army storming in to rescue me. Most just wanted to be left alone. That life was exciting, but also useful. Even Lotus assassins overlook the beggar on the street, but she still has eyes and ears.
Tell me about your first love.
You announce your questions like a wild animal with no warning of the claws you unleash. Proceed slowly, lest you turn me away. I do not remember.
Okay. Tell me about Silk
Ah,
Fox.
the shadow behind my public self. How else can a curious princess learn what really happens in her domain? I don't have time to interpret the veiled statements of advisors, so I became a thief, an assassin, whatever I needed to be. People will not speak to the princess. Bad news kills the messenger first. Silk Fox knows how to persuade. That is how I learned about the activities of Death's Hand.
No one notices that you were gone for such lengthy periods.
There are many excuses for a vain princess to retreat from sight for days, even weeks at a time. My father encourages such getaways. And if courtiers ever discovered that I was not where I said I would be, who would dare question the Heavenly Lily? I may eschew the formality of it, but being the daughter of the Emperor still has its privileges.
I'm sure you find being Silk Fox exciting as well.
There is a freedom in it. I have the resources to go anywhere in the secrecy to do anything. If I wished it, I could be quite carefree. But that is not what I have found in practice. Instead, I see how my father's reign has twisted, and I know I must do something.
Tell me about your time at court.
I do not like to speak about that. I try to avoid the court as much as possible. It is filled with sycophants pandering to the fancies of my father, with little or no concern to their own dignity. It is distasteful.
I think you would do well at court.
I can handle myself better than any of the fancy courtiers who attempt to match me. I know that someday the court will be mine to rule. When I succeed my father, there will be quite a cleaning out. But with Death's Hand manipulating him, that day seems less and less likely.
We will prevail, Princess. Nothing else
We
matters.
need to stay focused on what is important, and that is exposing Death's Hand. Nothing else matters. I think we are through here. Do not hesitate for too long. Sagacious Zoo's sudden...
Okay. Alright, let's take a look at my follow.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Let's go the way of the gold. Let's go the golden tongue. Ability gem of balance. +3. Let's get rid of the bronze tongue and go the golden tongue. There we go. Oh, she'll also. I'll bring some.
Anything's better than waiting around in the camp. I'm not accustomed to following orders, but I will try.
This follower is not available.
I just hope we don't bump into my suspicious spouse.
My blades are yours to command.
Good. I did not join you to sit idly by.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
My weapons are at your disposal.
Okay, I'm gonna save the game, and I will leave this stream, well, not I will leave this stream for now. Ugh, sorry, I'm a bit tired, because I've been doing it for about 4.5 hours, so it's been a little crazy, but if you like this stream, please leave a like and subscribe, and if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. A lot has happened. I did the Imperial Arena storyline, which took me forever. I met Silk Fox and recruited her, and I also dealt with a pesky Imperialist, that was kind of fun because he gave me his gun, so that's always nice. Anyway, if you like these videos, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment on any other games you'd like me to do, because I got a lot of other games that I'm planning on doing. I gotta finish my run-through of Alpha Protocol. I also am getting another PlayStation 3 game called Never Dead, which was an interesting, crazy Japanese action-adventure game that was a lot like Max Payne with demons, and, you know, you could use your own limbs as weapons. So that's gonna be interesting. But that's all I got for you tonight. I'm Evan from Stupidly Awesome Gaming, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Good night.